Dalawang beses. Siyempre, hindi na kami papayag. Natalo pa ulit pangatlo. Pre, bigay na namin lahat. Kaya nga sabi nga ni Coach, defense muna bago offense. Importante yung defense. Darating yung offense. Either or, kahit sino, will keep the faith.
Into a corner, and it was fortunate that he passed outside the box. That's not how they get the job done.
Sana wag na lang maulit yung nangyari sa amin sa beda yun kasi lamang din kami all the way doon tapos nung mga last minute na nag-umipot na naman kami minarningan niya kami na baga mangyari na ulit kaya yun parang inipitan po namin yung depensa namin.
So it will be a very, very tough game, I'm sure.
And then there were four. Earlier today, the Mapua Cardinals booted out the San Sebastian Stags to enter the Final Four. The loser of today's game faces a consequence that is only half as grave, losing a twice-to-beat advantage. The Jose Rizal Heavy Bombers and the Letran Knights are battling for second spot in the Final Four and a twice-to-beat advantage, a virtual best of three. And that is our second game at hand today on the NCAA TV coverage brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. Mabuhay Pilipinas and welcome to the Pasay Astrodome. I'm Bill Velasco, joined courtside by Alan Gregorio. Good afternoon, Coach Alan.
Good afternoon, Bill. Good afternoon to everybody who's watching us right now. A very exciting game awaits us. A virtual best of three, and who's going to win this game right now? Game one for JRU versus Letran.
All right, and of course, the coaches also go a long way back. Ariel Vanguardia at one point, the assistant coach of Truyanas, and then they both now head their own college teams. Let's take a look at the first meeting between these two squads and show you the ups and downs of their fortunes. In the first encounter, which was at the Araneta Coliseum, June 28th, it was Letran coming away the victor with Dino Da leading the way with 20 points and 6 boards.
Actually, this was the start of the season. I think we covered this game, Bill, no? Nung second half, it was an all-Letran show. And Dino Da just provided the leadership for Letran for that game. It was a big win. Just like what you said, 83 to 69, all going for the Letran Knights.
All right, but the JRU Heavy Bombers suddenly sprang to life after losing a couple of games, racked up 8 in a row. And their second meeting on August 15 was no exception. If you take a look at the final tally, it was J.R. Sena who pulled out monster numbers there, 19 points and 9 rebounds.
And I'm sure Coach Lou will make his usual adjustment when it comes to the game of James Sena. He scored 19 points and 9 rebounds, just like what he said. Second meeting, etong si James Sena naman ang pinanggalingan ng napakagandang offense for the JRU Heavy Bombers.
And along the way, a lot of things have come together for Jose Rizal. They, at one point, led the regular season, and now they are in the Final Four for certain, and hopefully they want to take it all the way to the championship. And one person who has come up big, especially in the last game, was Maui Pradas. We've been talking a lot about him, how he's been taking a lot of shots, but finally they started to fall against San Sebastian.
Well, you know, against San Sebastian, he hit a big 3-point shot with 1 second left to give JRU a lift going to the fourth quarter. And Maui Pradas here, this was one of his halftime moves against Jason Ballesteros at that. Scored 7 straight points, and this was the shot that I was talking about. Maui Pradas hitting this shot to give JRU a 10-point lead going to the fourth quarter versus the San Sebastian Stag.
So Maui Pradas just merely doing his thing. He is tasked to score, he's tasked to provide tough defense. He has been doing that, but finally, perhaps, hopefully, consistently hitting his stride. And Casio Mali talked to Maui Pradas earlier today.
One down and one to go for the JRU Heavy Bombers to achieve their ultimate goal of getting a twice-to-beat advantage this season. And I'm here with Maui Pradas, the fifth-year senior veteran of the JRU Heavy Bombers. So Maui, anong nararamdaman mo na ikaw yung inaasahan ng team na mag-step up? Ano yung feeling mo na na-generate mo yung energy na yun?
Siguro kailangan give ko lahat ng kaya ko for defense, tapos kahit ako sa kanila na nag-hardwork ko. Yun.
Gaano ka-importante itong playoff game na to para sa Heavy Bombers?
Sobrang importante kasi ito yung goal namin ngayon eh. Maging twice to beat ngayong yung this season ng NCAA.
And now, all of a sudden, he's been wanting a leadership role on this team, and Maui Pradas has it.
Yung sinasabi nga natin, Bill, ito si Maui Pradas, halos walang naipuntos nung elimination. But that was just one big game na alam mo, meron talagang ilalaro itong bata na to.
And you know, there are some players just waiting for the opportunity to break out. And Maui Pradas is hoping that it's him. At the other end of the floor, we have two players who have been playing supporting roles originally, but now share the limelight with RJ Azul. We are talking about Dino Daha and Ray Guevara. Dino Daha, originally just an underside power forward, but now one of the top scorers of the team. Ray Guevara, originally just a high leaper, but now a great outside shooter and good defender as well.
Kompleto na yung package itong si Dino Daha. He can take the three, he can slash, he can post up. What else do you want from Dino Daha? And this is one guy also who was really exceptional in their last game. Just averaging about 8.4 points per game. But his last game, 17 points and almost 9 points, no? Yung sinep up nitong si Ray Guevara dun sa game against San Sebastian.
Oh, it's, you know, napakalaking pagkakataon yan. It's a big opportunity for them to shine because they really just wanted to get into the Final Four for sure. And these two guys, of course, hopefully RJ Azul will get to pick up the slack from last game. He did not score, but played a decent all-around game, including a team-high number of rebounds. And earlier today, Meg Punsalan, on the other side of the floor, spoke with Dino Daha.